Hello everyone, welcome to the rare unscripted video on this channel that I am doing because I just want to talk about a few things that have been on my mind. So first of all, despite the title of this video, I want to make clear I'm not retiring. I am not closing the channel at all. There are just going to be some changes around here I wanted to talk with you all about because I feel I owe it to you because the support I've gotten over the last year has just been honestly life-changing for so many things, most of all my self-confidence, and I cannot thank you enough for the improvement in my mental health for that. I really can't. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, moving on to the point of this video. So in late 2023, I had this feeling like something needed to change on this channel. The main thing being I was not getting or not feeling like I was able to express myself creatively as a musician, which is what I am. Now, I love talking about music, and I'm not going to stop that. There's going to be video essays coming probably as long as this channel keeps running, so I want to make that clear. However, one thing that happened to me that I've heard YouTubers talk about, but I didn't think would happen to me, but did, was that I started this channel with the intention to do all things music. Talk about it sociologically, culturally, historically, play music, do some performance vids, music theory videos, the whole thing, right? But what ended up happening is that the videos that did the best were music video essays, right? That a lot of you guys have seen, judging by the numbers, which again, very grateful for. But what ended up happening is that I ended up slowly getting more and more and more boxed in to the point where I felt like the only thing I could do on this channel was just sort of talk about music, which I love doing, but I love probably a little bit more playing music. Well, both really. But the point is I felt like there was a thing that was foreclosed to me that I intended to do when I started this channel that I felt like for algorithmic or audience reasons I couldn't do. And it started getting to me, which led to the end of 2023, me doing LOSTWAVE Volume 1, the album, which some of you have heard and some of you have streamed on Spotify, which has been, again, a world-changing thing for my self-confidence, so thank you. Long story short, the result of that project and the success of recording a record made me realize, okay, if this channel is going to be sustainable into the years forward, I have to find a balance between performance, actually, playing music, and talking about it. Because I feel like if I can find that balance, not only will the video essays be way better, but they'll be more consistent because I'll be able to mentally feel good about putting in the work knowing I've expressed myself creatively. However, this brings me to one other conundrum that I just want to talk about, and it's the idea of audience. Now, first of all, I want to make it clear, I love you guys. Every single person who's subscribed, again, has changed my life and my perception of myself in ways that are just not quantifiable. So thank you. I am forever in your debt. However, I began to worry as I decided to make a decision to slowly move this channel into the more multidisciplinary direction I always intended, was that music YouTube is a weird place, right? And the audience for different kind of music YouTubers, I feel like, are really different. Let me explain. I feel like there's two different kinds of music YouTube, right? There's performance YouTube, and then there's like theoretical sort of video essay style music YouTube. Examples of the latter would be like Nara Soul, David Bruce, people like that who are like kind of doing sort of what I also want to do, a lot of talking about music, which is great. And then there's performance YouTube, which I'll use an old school example, someone like Valentina Lizica. And despite everybody involved being a musician, I feel like ne'er the twain two really ever meet. I feel like you have people who upload performance videos and people who upload like commentary analysis videos, and the worlds don't really mesh. And so all this to say is that when I realized when I was making LOSTWAVE Volume 1 that I wanted to really expand this channel to what I envisioned it, I was worried that, and I guess still am, and I guess that's why I'm making this video, worried that it would just be too schizophrenic in terms of the audiences that would show up here. Like, my sense of it, and you guys please tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, is that the audience for like music analysis videos is like, yes, musicians, but like also just a lot of like fans of music and art and culture. Like if I do a video, which I plan to do, about like the band 10cc or Radiohead or XTC or something like that. Yeah, there'll be musicians, but then there's also just like, music fans that watch those type of videos. Whereas like with performance videos, that's a whole other world that also subdivides into two things. Like I feel like the kind of performance videos that I would do, which is a little more maybe technical, I feel like the audience for that is just musicians, which is, again, I'm not casting aspersions. I want to make that totally clear. That's just the audience I tend to see for those types of videos are fellow musicians. Then if you do like singer-songwriter-y type stuff, the audience for that is even different. And that tends to be, again, other singer-songwriters, but then like, again, more closer to that first category, just like fans of music, And I just feel like the thing I've been wrestling with, and again, why I'm making this video, is I have been nervous to do all these things, to really go at all the things I can do, because I'm afraid it will just splinter the channel, because the audiences coming to each thing will be so different from each other, interest-wise, demographically, age-wise, that it will just confuse the YouTube algorithm to such an extent that my channel's growth might just flatline and straight up stop. That being said, I still plan to do it, but I guess what I realize is the least I could do, depending on which part of that audience you are, is give you all a heads up that things are changing around here. But I also want to say, if you came here for music analysis, you're going to get that. That's not stopping. If you end up subscribing in the future based on some of the more performance-based videos I'm going to put out, that will not be stopping. You'll get more of that. The point being, all these thoughts in my head, thought I should at least give you guys a heads up in case you were here for a certain type of content and all of a sudden you're like, why am I getting a video of this guy playing a guitar solo or playing some arrangement of a Alexander Borodin piece? So yeah, that's it. I just wanted to hop on here, mention a few changes that are coming and a few things that are staying the same. I, again, can't express my gratitude for the support you guys have given me so far, and I can't wait to see what this channel becomes in the future, even if it will be a little bit of a weird ride for a little. Anyways, thank you all so much for the support. I couldn't do it without you. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.